This is the TNA Wrestling May 16, 2024 full show results video, and the show started with a match between Ash by Elegance versus Zaya Brookside, and the result of this match was Ash by Elegance defeated Zaya Brookside with the Swanton Bomb to score the pinfall victory. The referee tries to hand Ash by Elegance her bejeweled knuckles, but Ash and her personal concierge demand that the referee hand them to Zaya Brookside and make her hand them over. Brookside puts on the bejeweled knuckles and knocks Ash out before throwing them on top of her and leaving. A video package plays for Rosemary, which teases what might be next for her in the company. Kushida is backstage in his locker room and Santino Marella comes in and asks him if he's feeling okay after his match with Jonathan Gresham, and Kushida says he was feeling sick, but he feels better now. Marella says after his last interaction with Gresham he was sick for a week, and Marella asks Kushida if he's going to be okay for his match on Explosion tomorrow, and Kushida says it won't be a problem. The next match happened between Leon Slater versus Alan Angels, and the result of this match was Leon Slater defeated Alan Angels with a Swanton 450 to score the pinfall victory. Following the match, Khan comes out and snaps Angel's neck, but before he can do more damage, Slater saves him. Khan is furious at ringside and snaps one of the security members' neck as well. Gabby Laspiza is on the stage and brings out Jake something, and Gabby asks Jake what his last name means. Jake says his last name was a response to people who used to say he wouldn't be anything, but now he's something. Jake gets upset with Gabby's words and suggests she's trying to mock him over his name just because he's lost a few matches, and he throws Cody Deaner under the bus. Cody Deaner comes out and says he sees that he's getting angry, but he shouldn't be angry with these people. Deaner reminds people that they are cousins, and he's angry with the people from his past who told him he wouldn't amount to anything, as he's proven them wrong, and he's turned into something. Deaner says the people are with Jake something, and so is he, and Jake something throws Violent by Design in Deaner's face. Deaner apologizes and says he was heading down a dark path for many years and he's concerned that Jake might go down that same path. Deaner says Jake will always be family and will always be a Deaner, and Jake something says the hell he will and lays Deaner out with a lariat as the crowd boos. Trent Seven and Speedball Mike Bailey are backstage and they will face each other next week to determine the next #1 contender for Mustafa Ali's X Division Championship. Mike Bailey says they've been clear about their team and what they want to do in pro wrestling, and Trent Seven agrees and says their team faces a crossroads next week, and Bailey says may the best man win. Then we saw a match between Frankie Kazarian versus Steve Macklin, and the result of this match was Frankie Kazarian defeated Steve Macklin when the Rascals got involved and used spray paint on Macklin's face, and Kazarian hit Macklin with Fade to Black to score the pinfall victory. Another vignette airs following up last week's one between Gail Kim and Gisele Shaw, and Kim gives Shaw a pep talk and manages to convince Shaw to come with her and return home with her to TNA Wrestling. First Class arrives in their VIP box to scout the Champions Challenge main event, and AJ Francis says they are there to take in the main event because time is money and it's time that they checked out the competition for some TNA championships. Rich Swann says it doesn't matter what championship it is, First Class is scouting for some gold, and that the more gold they have, the more money they have. In the main event of the show, we saw a Champions Challenge match between Matt Hardy, Eric Young, Joe Hendry, Sami Callihan, Ryan Nemeth, Steph DeLander, and Spitfire vs. Moose, Mustafa Ali, Eddie Edwards, Jordan Grace, Masha Slamovich, Laredo Kid, Alicia Edwards, and Masha Slamovich. Mustafa Ali walks out on his team after being frustrated that no one would tag him into the match, and Joe Hendry hits Brian Myers with the standing ovation to score the pinfall victory for his team. As the winning team celebrates, PCO comes to the ring and presents Steph DeLander with a black rose out of his black bag as TNA Impact goes off the air.